Oh boy, guys, it's November 3rd. You know what day it is? It's election day here in the United States. And election day, it's a pretty big deal. It's definitely a big deal because we're pretty much deciding who is going to run the country and how the country is going to go the next 4 years. And to be honest, I have no idea. I have an opinion on who I think is going to win. I'm not going to share it because I don't want, Twitter Nazis and a bunch of people trying to come after my videos and stuff. But I just don't want a bunch of people coming after my videos because I shared my opinion. But yeah. So I want to also say I'm sorry for not posting the last 4 days. I went up to Grandma's house for Halloween, and then I dressed up as Batman and had a good time. I also want to tell you guys, I'm pretty sure 90% of you aren't subscribed to my videos. So if you're not subscribed, well, then go ahead and do it because it makes me happy, and I'll give you a Snickers bar if you want. As I already said before, today is November 3rd. It is election day, and to be honest, this election, it scares me a little bit. The reason why it scares me is just the opposing viewpoints, and honestly, just how different these two candidates are, truly. We have our president, Donald Trump, and then we have the former vice president, Joe Biden. Honestly, two people on very different viewpoints who want to run the country in very different ways, but they also have very big followings behind each of them that are, to be honest, they're not the greatest followings to have. But let me dissect this. Trump supporters are normally seen as white supremacists, rednecks, farmers, like these guys who just people don't really want to listen to because they think they're in the backwoods hunting all the time and stuff like that. Joe Biden supporters are normally seen as SJW, feminists, Twitter Nazis, and a bunch of things like that who just, scream and yell at each other and a bunch of stuff. But, I really don't care for the followings because, to be honest, everybody is a part of each group. Rednecks, it's pretty much, the southern part of the United States, the South. You could call it rednecks and stuff like that. Farmers, the Midwest. I'm from the Midwest. I actually lived on a farm for a while. So, yeah. And then, Joe Biden supporters, they live in cities and a bunch of shit. But honestly, it's not the followings that I really care about. It's honestly like how the media is going to portray this. You already know the media, they're going to twist and they're going to spin every single thing they can so they can get their biased viewpoints as much as they can in this election. And if you didn't already know, every single media source, well, most of the media sources, I'd say most of them, are pretty biased here in the United States, whether they're for Donald Trump or Joe Biden. It's pretty easy to tell, like, these certain news sources have bias. Like, it's not hard to look at maybe Fox News and say they have a bias towards Donald Trump, and places like CNN, which have a bias towards, Joe Biden and people like that. And, to be honest, America is a very divided country at this point. I love how the rest of the world is like, well, America's finished. And let's be honest, it's not because the American people that have really just divided America in such a way. There are people who want to divide and put people down and shit like that. But, it's mainly the media who's doing it. I don't blame, Joe Biden supporters for voting for Joe Biden. I don't blame, Trump supporters for voting for Trump because they like him or not. It's maybe because either they have their preference or the media has twisted them into actually doing it, or they've actually went and done research and they found a conclusive idea that they want to vote for. But all these, the protests, the riots, like all this stuff was so hyped up by the media and shit like that, and just made America such a divided country to this point. And it's all kind of boiled over to this election, which is going to decide pretty much everything. And to be honest, man, I'm pretty disappointed. I'm pretty disappointed as a 15-year-old sophomore in St. Louis because I get to watch a bunch of adults and a bunch of college kids who are meant to be leading the country, and I'm meant to be looking up to these people, and I'm seeing them act like whiny children when something doesn't go their way. Whether it be a Trump supporter, whether it be a Biden supporter, whether it be a third-party supporter, I get to watch these people act like children for an election. And to be honest, it's pretty disappointing because one day, actually not one day, it's really soon that I'm going to be 18 and I'm going to be running the country. And now I'm going to be having to work with people whose parents acted like this and their ideologies and their whiny attitudes, because once they don't get something they want, are going to be influencing the elections to come, in my lifetime. And, it's pretty scary because I got to deal with these fucking people going out and probably rioting and protesting once an electoral system goes in somebody else's favor because they didn't like the outcome. So now they're going to go loot Louis Vuitton and Gucci. And to be honest, man, we're already starting to see it. And not people looting and rioting, but businesses actually preparing for it. I saw Chicago, they brought in the National Guard, to deal with stuff. People are fucking boarding up their businesses because there's going to be a riot whether or not. Like, honestly, if Trump wins, there's going to be fucking riots. I'm calling it. If Trump wins, there's going to be fucking riots for the next week because they're going to act like fucking kids because they didn't get what they want. And to be honest, even for Trump supporters, man, there's going to be people going out and protesting and shit like that, and it's going to be annoying to look at because, well, you didn't get what you wanted, so now you're going to go riot and shit, and look what the fuck, this isn't going to change shit. The American people voted on who they wanted, and we can't change that. I might be disappointed in the election outcome. My parents may be disappointed in the election outcome. My neighbors might be disappointed. Well, guess what? Even if you're disappointed in the election outcome, you just need to get off your sorry high horse and shrug it off and be like, all right, well, looks like we're going to have the new president or we're going to have the same president, and be like, all right, well, we're just going to deal with it and see what happens. I might just run for president in my lifetime because I really don't care at this point. I just want to be like, you know what we need? We need a real man of the people in office. So remember, guys, in this election, vote Austin Warner. Free anime titties for all. I never really talk politics on this channel. I normally kind of shitpost and post my opinions on weird articles or videos that I might find on the internet. But this election, it genuinely it's just a weird thing going on for me. And it's just very strange, I got my own opinions and stuff. I bet you watching this video have your own opinions. And I hope you guys stay safe during all this because shit's about to go down. And I hope everybody stays safe. So I think that'll be it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching. If you liked it, make sure you go like, subscribe. Follow me on my social medias in the description below. Make sure you go comment your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.